Yeah. You heard what he said, man. Everybody fuck with AZ, man.
I fuck with AZ.
This Arizona #1 podcast. Welcome back to Pod Center Radio, episode 138. You know, going to give us some. We got albums on albums of this podcast. Shit. Anything you see another nigga do with a podcast, I bet I do it better. Thanks. You know what I mean? So I got my nigga out of town Cap on the building. You know, that's my brother, but outside of him, my brother, he one of the hottest niggas outside of from New Orleans, but out of Arizona right now. So we gotta give him a. How you doing, bro?
I'm cool. And just dropped that Chalked Out featuring Chinks and Nino Calvin. You dig? It's doing numbers, so
that's a high ass video.
Feature price went up, so I'm good.
Yeah, I was just gonna show that niggas that video. We'll watch it after the podcast and shit. But nice to have you here. You know, we gonna talk. I brought him here for the New Orleans segment.
Yeah, this ain't about me.
Yeah, our special guest today is a motherfucking New Orleans veteran and shit like that. What they say, is the Army and the Navy. We got HB in the motherfucking building. What's happening with it?
Baby.
Man, we just chilling, bro. So first of all, welcome to Pod Sun Radio for the first time, dog. And I'm sure you done many podcasts, right?
Oh yeah, man. You know it happens. It's a part of this shit.
All right, yeah. So we missing the Hennessy right now, but we still gonna have the most motherfucking fun in this motherfucking today, and we gonna talk some real shit. So once again, welcome. Thank you for sitting in.
For having me, brother.
Yeah, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're on the west side right now with real niggas.
Everything happens for a reason, brother. You know what I'm saying? This shit happened organically. We ain't set this up like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just two real people and just real energy, just clash. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm out here in easy. I'm tapping in, man. I'm tapping in with everybody. Man.
You goddamn straight. And we got to give a big shout out to the big dog, Jay Tweezy.
Shout out to
you.
You know,
man.
You know, he put that young connection down and shit like that. I ain't gonna say he never steered me in none of the wrong directions. I won't say I go to a strip club because I might not find him after an hour or two. But he is the guy to be with if you need to know who to know, when to know, and you know, it's all work with the right timing. So shout out to that man. But so yeah, we're gonna talk a lot of shit, but of course we gotta always touch on the coronavirus because we living through that pandemic right now. Everybody going through the same goddamn thing. I hope everybody's staying fresh, staying safe. I ain't even. You getting a vaccine?
No.
You getting a vaccine, HB?
Nah, bro. Anybody kill me.
I ain't getting no vaccine.
Anybody kill me.
And I'm not saying nobody else gonna get a vaccine. If you want to get a vaccine, get a vaccine. The only reason I won't never get a vaccine because I'm not afraid to die from this disease.
Thanks.
I'm afraid to give it to somebody else who could die, so I stay away from my elders and I let them live and do their thing and quarantine them. But other than that, me personally, I'm not afraid of this thing, so I ain't getting no goddamn vaccine.
Nah, I'm good.
But I just hope everybody's staying safe, and I hope this goddamn spread does stop soon. We're gonna see what it comes to. Anybody got coronavirus words? Capo?
The clubs just opened back up.
Is you going
to the strip club? Nah, I'll fuck with the private ones, the private and home.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the private and home slapping.
That's
the private and home part is slapping.
What about you? You fucking with strip clubs during this coronavirus?
Oh man, I ain't never really fucking strip club here. I ain't about to pay you.
Nah.
Facts.
See, I told you a pimp by blood.
I ain't paying to see, man.
I told him in the ride over here. I said, I think you a pimp.
Oh man.
I hope I'm not blowing your cover live on Pod Sun. Like this nigga, like how this nigga know? But you see that shit coming. But all right. Aside from that, obviously all the racist shit going on.
Yeah.
This is going to drop in about a week, so this still gonna be fresh. You know what I'm saying? What did y'all think? And actually, we're gonna start with Ace. You know what I mean? Special guest. We want to see where your mind at on these social issues or what you think about them. Whether you care about them or not, you don't have to. We want to know about what you think, though. What you think when you seen that man get shot 7 times in the back? If you did, and like, have you ever heard of anything relatable happening? Let's say in New Orleans.
Man, I saw that, man. You know, that's crazy, bro. Like, that's some crazy shit. Where that shit getting out of hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a movie I'm in about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Called Body Cam with Mary J. Blige. So it's like. In the midst of me shooting that, I had the police on that type of stuff. So they looking at me because we in gear, like we dressed up crazy. So the police watching us. We like, bro, like we in this, like we in the film. So we feeling uncomfortable. Like, man, y'all gonna do it. Somebody had a lot of running with police officers just pulling their guns out on me. They ain't ask me for my driver's license, they ain't ask me for nothing. So maybe if I would have said something crazy, I probably wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that shit been going on for a long time. It's before our time. It's gonna happen when we leave. You know what I'm saying? So
are you protesting? Are you taking any part in this activism shit? You doing anything like that?
Man, I've been protesting. I ain't never fucked with police.
Yeah.
You know know what I'm saying? I stay out the way, man. You know what I'm saying? I kind of keep because I don't want no motherfucker to just be like, oh, Ace feel like this, and now I'm going to talk it. So I just kind of keep my opinions to myself, shit.
Facts. And I'm sure you niggas get spotted out. Kappa, what you think? Y'all two niggas mobbing with dreadlocks. I know y'all niggas get fucked.
Yeah, I'm down there. I don't want to say numb to it, but you down there expect that, you know, like, and
I've been profiled.
Yeah,
you know
that shit every day.
So it's like, and then with the racism, we from Louisiana. Louisiana is segregated itself. Like, you know what I'm saying? As a kid, like I didn't. It wasn't no melting pot. It's like now it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? But I saw different races, and people look at me. I'm mixed. I grew up all black. When I saw Asian, they was in the corner store. When I saw white people, they was in their own side. Like we even got different sides of lakes. Yeah.
Right.
You saw the culture. They got the white side. They got the black side.
Yeah.
The mixed side.
Yeah, I took them on the ride.
And that's what we know since kids. Yeah. Mixed side, the black side, the white side. Yeah. So you want to do some nice shit, you're going to go on the white side.
You got to know how to
So it's been segregated, man. Everybody got their own sections. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of used to racism and just me looking different. Yeah. Fuck, I always had some racist shit to say, but you know, that shit don't bother me.
Nah, and I'm sure you get it from all motherfucking sides.
Yeah, man. You know, that shit don't bother me. Most people be ignorant. They don't know how to ask you. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, cause especially where I'm from, like a lot of people know me where I'm from, so I don't really get that. Probably more people like when videos go out, people never saw me a day in their life. Like, yeah, this man portraying to be this, and like, I ain't gotta answer you, bro. Pull up, and you this come to New Orleans, ask who I am. Not even on no big headed shit. Just ask.
Nah,
I got a good name.
Plus Google me. Oh, rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, by the way.
Oh yeah, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? For real. But matter of fact, for more. Same question for you. What you think when you seen a nigga get shot? And then what about when you deal with that? And you tall on top of that, so niggas probably it's worse.
Me, I turn into a white boy with them police. I don't run into police issues. Like I ain't got no warrants or nothing. I'm straight. So you know, like I'm really white when they're yes sir, no sir. Yeah. Febreze sprayed, Ozium sprayed. Like I don't run into that shit. But when you see it happen, that shit normal. You know, my homie got killed right by the police when I went to school in New Orleans. Got shot in the back by a cop, but that shit came off to me as so normal.
His name, just in case.
Darren, yeah, rest in peace, Darren. Got shot in the back. Went to read with him. You remember, right in the east. I saw him get shot in the back, and that shit was damn near normal. So when I see it, I'm just happy it's getting on video now. Yeah. But the life that we come from is more like it's some cop and robber shit. So I can't even. Right. It's two different lives. You know the shit wrong, but I can't fully be out here condemning shit when I know what I take part in.
Yeah. So rest in peace and people. Oh, not rest in peace. Jacob Blake lived, but
he paralyzed.
Yeah, he gonna.
That's crazy.
Fucked up like
it's still fucked up. You know, when you don't live that shit, you don't deserve none of that. That come with it. So
they're in trouble. This is the first one.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
paralyzed. You gonna have to
if he can talk, that shit. Man, you gotta pull on these white people heartstrings. So.
Kids in the car and shit. That shit vicious. That shit vicious.
They so spooked out. They fear, but you coming at motherfuckers wrong, and you want us to apply like, man, you come. It's like just being a man, you come at me a certain way, I'm gonna come at you like I said. Like dog, I tell people this all the time. How I started acting. When I started acting, and they was like, man, you pretty good, man. Where you learn to act from? I said, police. They pulled me over. That's the first time I ever saw acting. Yes sir, no sir.
Yeah,
You
facts.
know what I'm saying? I already know you look at me and you gonna feel like I'm out to be aggressive. Every police officer always pull the gun out. They say, I feel like your last you're gonna run. Yeah. I feel like you're gonna have a gun on you. I'm like, bro, like I'm chilling. So it's like now it's way better since I hit the television. So like I did Treme. HBO's Treme. Yeah, so
that's a shine moment.
Yeah, the police had a lot to do with it. They shooting with them. So now they see me. They watching it to see themselves. Oh, look at dude. Yeah. So now they know me. You feel me?
How you spell it? Somebody start watching the show tonight.
Treme. Treme.
Treme. Oh, I know what show you talking about. I'm about to definitely start watching.
So I did second season. I played at McCallie. That was my first acting experience.
That's a shine.
21 6 episodes. Blessed.
Yeah, man, let's start this, man. Fuck all the sad shit and the activism and all that. Let's go and talk to the big dog in the house today, man. We got HB in the motherfucking house. You might know him from HBO's Treme. You might know him from Black Ink Crew. You might know him from rapping with No Limit. You might know him from New Orleans. Maybe you got in scuffle with this nigga. I don't know where you know this nigga from, but you might know him. So we got ACEB in the building once again. Let's talk about growing up in New Orleans first. That's the first thing I want to talk about here about. What part of New Orleans you from? And just talk to us about your connections there, even up to this day.
Well, shit, man. I'm on the Calio project. You know what I'm saying? My whole family and shit. I come up in the 90s when them boys was really doing it. You know what I'm saying? My own D-boys. So I'm coming up under them. That's my OGs, like real gangster. You know what I'm saying? That's how I learned how to move. They ain't coming around flashing all that shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I learned my ways from uptown. Then I moved downtown when I was in maybe like 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? I moved downtown to the 9th wall. Yeah. So I'm going back and forth. So you know what I'm saying? I grew up both. So that's why the city know me. Yeah. Because I ain't never was like, people knew where I was from. I was proud where I was from, but I was like, fuck you because you from over there and I'm from over here. Like, man, let me see. Because uptown, downtown always had a clash. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this nigga ain't do me nothing. He's my friend. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how I grew into uptown, downtown. Like, I shout out, pay homage to downtown. Half of my family is downtown. Yeah. So, you know, and then growing up in New Orleans, bro, honestly, man, that shit makes you out of something serious. Because you could go anywhere in the world and survive.
Straight up, like that.
Like
that.
Cockroaches.
Elaborate on that. Like, why do you think that is?
Because, you know what I'm saying, you go through, you know, hard times in New Orleans. You know, sad times.
So are you talking Katrina era, or are you talking just New Orleans period?
New Orleans period.
It's forever.
You know what I'm saying? New Orleans turned to a whole nother monster after Katrina. Yeah. But you know, it always been a monster, but it had rules and it had a lot of shit going on back then. It was more structured. You know what I'm saying? It always was wild. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I grew up seeing all this shit. Motherfuckers selling dope, motherfuckers getting killed, motherfuckers killing somebody. So it's like our role models was that. Our role model was the D-boys. Yeah. I remember in my era around the people, I was like, all right, who's gonna be the best killer? Who's gonna be the best hitman? So everybody, that's like everybody, like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody was on that violent shit growing up, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, I took that with me. I'm going up the hoods and I'm learning other shit, meeting other people. I'm clicking up, linking up, you know what I'm saying? Because I always network. Yeah. I never was like, this one I'm at. Like, fuck everything else. Like, man, what's up? You doing some shit, man, let's get popping. You know what I'm saying? And it helped. And that's why I got the relation. I can move in the city by myself, all my shit on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers gonna come up, man, I respect you. Yeah. Any walks of life. You know what I'm saying? They could be arguing with somebody, man, what's up, Ace? Yeah. Come give me PB homage because they know where I come from. Yeah. They know what I did. They know the dirt I did. They know how I got it. And they know when I started tattooing, start getting on a positive note of it. So they saw me grow. Mm-hmm. So when I make it, they feel like they make it like, you know, they see me every day like, damn, like, you really right here. Because other people, they be gone. Like, you don't see them. They see them on television. Then most of them just, they don't be themselves. Gotcha. Like, I'm me with it, without it. I'm me.
That's Sean, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it's supposed to be. And talk to me about, like, taking it back. Talk to me about Big Boy Records. You said that your uncle or cousin.
My cousin, Chuck. Yeah.
Talk to me about that and, like, how was y'all affiliated with that?
So, well, you know, I was a real young man when Chuck and
yes, how's your family affiliated?
Oh, well, they that's my cousin. That's
my
cousin. Yeah, that ran that own Big Boy Records. That's my cousin. Okay. So Chuck passed away, you know what I'm saying, maybe a few years ago and stuff like that. We never really had the opportunity to work together. Mm-hmm. Because by that time I was too young, and then by the time I really got up with it, that's when I met Pete. Mm-hmm. And then, you know what I'm saying, we started doing our thing. But yeah, man, but they were doing their thing. They had mystical, you know what I'm saying, from what I remember when I was a kid. Like, I remember the Big Boy Record, they got the headbands, and when I'm a kid, before I'd even heard about No Limit, Cash Money, I knew about Big Boy Records. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So
I heard, and I think I heard this on it might have been the No Limit conference, I don't know, but I heard Big Boy or maybe I heard it somewhere else. Big Boy and Cash Money was like going at it back in the day. Right.
Because they was in New Orleans at the time. I think, but he was in Cali at the time, so that was the two, right? Yeah, it was like you know what I'm saying. So that was the dudes right there,
like fighting to survive, shit.
And then just being from New Orleans, like we already got that humbug. It's like fuck your hood, fuck what you about. That's why, you know what I'm saying, bro. Like, I wish our city dog could just chill the fuck out. We could take over a lot of places. Yeah. Like, We can take over a lot of places. I'll be by myself. I go everywhere by myself, bro. I pull up wherever I pull up.
Yeah.
And man, where you from? Woo, woo, woo. Oh man, everybody got ties. California, I run into some people. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Oh man, my parents from over there. My grandmother.
That easy.
I see a picture with her red bandana on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this back in the G, like 40s.
Yeah.
So we've been out there. We've been out there. So it's like a lot out like Tookie Williams.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah.
The lady, I can't remember her name.
I think did you?
Yeah.
Man, what you know about my co-host here from New Orleans? You know, he took me out there a few times. What you know about Gentilly Terrace? What you do?
Oh, man, I be all over that, man. Shit, I stay around Gentilly Terrace now.
Yeah.
You know, like I say, I be all over. Like I spend a lot of my time like in Southern Walk, Gentilly. I have my tattoo shop.
Shout out the hood. Shout out the hood. You hear me?
Man, so you know,
I got a question for you. So you being from the 3 and moving downtown, and you say you came up in the 90s, so early 2000. What Static was like for you once Slim died, knowing that the 7 downtown got that rep period for saying we basically all the downtown basically got the blame for Slim dying, especially since he died right around the corner from me. I was getting my haircut when it happened. Remember Wild Wayne coming on the radio and I heard the gun, you dig? So like, how was it for you knowing you from the 3? Because that's the time. Well, when you say where you from, it was like gang banging. Once you say where you from, it's active. So you know you being from the 3. You being from the 3, being downtown with that,
that whole like I said, man, I ain't never put that energy out. Everybody knew where I was from. Like I went to John F. Kennedy. You know what Kennedy?
Yeah, the kid. Yeah.
Kennedy had hallways. 7 hall.
Hallway, yeah.
I walked the regular hallway. They knew where I was from.
Right.
But they were not. I wasn't with because okay, you out the project. You mad with this nigga? I'm going to fight this man.
Right.
Why? That ain't no bitch ass shit. I'm smart. Now, if he do me something. Now that's my problem, and it's not even off no wall shit because you could be from the same wall as me, and if you disrespect me, I don't give a fuck what you is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it never was a side. I never picked sides. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the middle. Like I've been in the middle of a lot of shit because I'm not picking sides. Y'all can feel however y'all want to feel. If y'all want to do some personal shit between us, now that's between us. Me getting in y'all shit. Now y'all grown. I didn't got put out of school, get into it. I got put out of high school. Average school in the United States for worrying about somebody else's feelings. I'm like, all right, you mad at them? I'm fucking mad at them. And I'm saying I'm loyal. My loyalty fucked me up so many times. So like, you my dog or you my family member, I got you. You know what I'm saying? And
that's probably New Orleans thing for them.
Yeah. So you know, I kind of, you know, I messed that the schooling up behind being loyal. So I'm like, man, you know what? I gotta step back. You know, I gotta stop being selfish. Like, fuck that. Like, I'd have been out with homies. And they like, I know Ace gonna cut up. Yeah. If something happen, Ace gonna cut up. Yeah. We straight, right? So I'm coming, man, your homies fighting. I come. Now I just was talking to these same dudes. And I'm like, now I gotta be mad at these dudes. Yeah. Now we got tension towards each other because I don't know how you feel. Yeah. You don't know how I feel. So it'd be crazy shit like that. Like, so I'm like, I stopped hanging with people. Yeah. Like if you can't be on no cool shit, now we ain't even going to where we gonna get riled up at. Nah, on chill shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I know me. So it's like
most dudes go to party to Ice Grill.
Yeah, man. I ain't got time for that shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, amongst that street shit, and like just back then in that era, while you clearly influenced by your family, running a label that you know is going toe to toe with the Titans or future Titans, but Titans in New Orleans at the time and shit. Like, are you already like in your bag at that time, like as a youngin? Like musical bag and shit. Like, are you riding?
I was real young when that happened, but I was observing.
So even growing up, like middle school, let's say, like.
Oh yeah, man. No, at that point, you know what I'm saying, I was a little kid. I like wanted to rap at 7. You know what I'm saying? So I started singing from that and just kind of learn how to put my words together. And you know what I'm saying? I didn't really learn how to structure a song until I got maybe like fucking 20. I'm just rapping because I'm rapping for New Orleans. I'm gonna kill this nigga 1,000 ways.
Right.
And that's it. All my lyrics. I'm listening. I'm like, man, I ain't saying nothing about no broad, no nothing. I'm just shooting people. I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna make it. I can't let this man hit a song and like I do music. Let me hear it, and you be like, oh, this motherfucker crazy. Yeah. I'm like, damn, I got. You know what I'm saying? So when you're an artist, you gotta start looking outside the box. Like I had to really like look out. Like, damn, what do I want to be looked at? Like when I got signed, then it was like, then the shit got harder because I was just rapping. I ain't gonna lie, I was just rapping. Fucking when I had time, I would just rap. I knew how to rap, but I ain't know how to put my shit how I wanted to because you know what I'm saying? I was just rapping for New Orleans. And then you know, once I got signed and I started to see people watching me and listening to me, it's like, all right, fuck, I gotta get on my shit. I gotta really have substance. I gotta really say something.
Tattooing, would you say you was in more heavily before, like taking the music seriously?
Well, no, I was doing both, man. I was living in the studio. I was tattooing in the studio and living in the studio.
All right, let's pivot. Let's go tattooing.
Yeah.
So, what's your first tattoo you ever did, and how the fuck did that come about? Because something tells me you ain't had no license.
Oh hell no, I ain't no license. I had a fucking real machine. So look, this how this happened. This how I got into tattoo. I always drew my whole life. Like people wanted me to tattoo before I even wanted to tattoo. Because all of them knew I tried to paint shoes and shit like that. I used to always make money. I draw on your ass. You want? I need this. So I got into it with the tattoo wise, man. I got in a little trouble in Houston called the news and type shit, and I'm like, fuck, like I'm about to have a baby, my first kid. I'm like, damn, like I'm about to go. I'm on the news, like I'm going to jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say for Arizona people, explain caught the news.
I caught the news. My face was on the news, breaking news, like you know what I'm saying. And this was years ago though, bro. Like, and that was my wake up call. Mm-hmm. So, shit happened that it didn't go that way. That I had to go to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Shine moment.
Yeah. So I ain't take it as. Oh, I'm invincible. I took that, man. This is my chance. Cause I already prayed to that man. I prayed. I ain't gonna ask you for nothing. I'm gonna ask you for guidance. I'm gonna ask you for forgiveness. I'm just like, bro, you get me out of this. I promise. I'm not gonna rob nobody else.
Yeah.
Thanks. You heard me?
Yeah, I heard
and I got it, and he gave it to me. Mm-hmm. And I didn't. I broke my promise. Yeah. Later on in life. Yeah. And I tell them sorry still to this day because I ain't want to break my promise. But you know, this is life, man. I gotta survive. So shit happens.
Yeah, but life will make you break.
You know what I'm saying? But back to the tattooing, I got into tattooing because I'm like, all right, I'm going to jail. Mm-hmm. My baby mom about to have this baby. I gotta take care of it. Whether I'm in jail or not, I gotta take care of my responsibilities. You feel me? So I'm like, fuck it. I'm about to learn how to make a machine. I made my first machine. Made that motherfucker. Wow. Man, I made it out of a motor, out of a
CD player.
No, it was out of an analog.
Okay, yeah.
I took the motor off that. I took like this, like a metal fork, bent it so I could sit the motor in the back. Then I had to take a fucking like a pen cap, like the pen, take the ink out, place that in there. I gotta make my needles, take the ink, blow all the ink out of it. Take needles, gotta sterilize like sewing needle. Put it on one end, burn it, close it. Take the other one, take a bobby pin. And you hooking that to the motor. But on the motor, you gotta put a button. So button got the full hose. You gotta put it on one of the holes. So when you put the piece on the other hole, when it go back, it's gonna go like this. So it's gonna push. So it's gonna push the needle in. And I had that shit hooked up to a charger. I took apart, positive, negative. I plugged that motherfucker up. It come on. So I started tagging. My little brother had like, I would tell my partners. I tagged myself, and I tagged like probably like 2 people. And at this time, like I said, the police, they like, you know what I'm saying? Granted, I ain't have to do nothing. So my mama saw it like, all right, this keeping the nigga out of trouble. He still. And they bought me one. They bought me a real machine. And from that point on,
first of all, you're a scientist.
Nigga, like, but I've been into that since kid, man. They used to give me toys that I had to put together, flashlights and shit. Like, he gonna take it apart anyway, so just get it to his ass with pieces and let him put it together. But I was always intrigued, man. Go my hand, firearms, man. I've been gunsmith, all that.
That shit sounds crazy, bro. All right, yeah, and I actually seen you handling the weapons. I was like, yeah, look like some good. You know what you're doing out there.
Oh man, I love this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no being no gangster like
Arizona, the land of that, and they ain't shooting nobody, but you better know how.
Yeah, man. I'm like a hood instructor, bro. I take everybody around me, and I want to see how you shoot. Yeah, and I give you pointers. I show you really how to. You know what I'm saying? Like I train a lot of people. I got a lot of people to show you from they didn't know what the hell it was doing to they hitting shit 60 yards with a handgun, one hand. Like I can show you some shit. And it's just all just practice skill. Like I've been doing this as kids, playing with BB guns, and like I've been doing it. Like I've been intrigued with guns. Like since I was a kid, my name ACEB 47. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I always since shit too easy though. Every time you saw me.
What's your favorite gun right now?
I don't got one.
You ain't got one? I see you was just getting busy out there in the forest. I seen you shooting with old boy, man.
Rambo, yeah, man.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Man, what?
Yeah, Black
I got to look him up. I don't
Man,
be watching
That's
it.
my dude, man. Rambo a beat, so he taught me a lot.
Nigga strapped like the army.
All right, I'm gonna look him up.
I'm serious.
I'm about to look him up.
Gold guns, plastic guns.
Man,
Black
all that.
Rambo.
I bought some guns. He finally sold me some guns. You know what I'm saying? He finally sold me a gun, man, a cannon.
That's fire.
Competition gun. I'm like, all right, what you want for it? I want it. Because I'm buying it from you. But not all his shit be on point.
Facts.
All this
That nigga a real hitter.
Nah,
That nigga,
he be shooting, bro.
that nigga a real
hitter.
hitter.
He ran me through an obstacle course and everything. Like not just no target.
Look like
people,
his
like,
son.
yeah.
That's his son.
We gonna shoot.
That's his son. I'll show you.
All right,
But yeah, he
man,
crazy.
I deal with guns, bro. That's like my shit. You start talking guns, that's my language.
Nah, that's
Right.
dope,
This shit
bro.
all day.
All right, let me ask you this. Before we get off the tattooing.
Yeah.
Tattooing in New Orleans. Give us one wild ass story, like a nigga maybe try to run off on you or some crazy shit.
Crazy story. You know, I ain't never had that problem. Be more like females.
Okay, give us some.
Females that do the wildest shit. When tattoos, oh man, them
Bust it down for a tattoo.
what you like? She like, I want this on my shoulder. All right, get yourself ready, butt naked and shit. Like you just get
Ready, ready. She trying to get the discount.
You know what I'm saying? I had bras, dog tattoo on their friend. I'm fucking hot my shirt out. They coming kissing on me. I'm like, oh man, I done got in trouble so much tattooing, bro.
Right.
So I'm like, man, that shit was like I was living the rapper rock star lifestyle already. I was making money. I'm around all this shit already. You know, I'm doing what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just that form of art. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Rap
it's totally different.
It's a whole nother. People be like, what you like the most? Like I can't say that because all of them different.
Yeah.
All of them art, but all of them different. So I don't like one more than the other.
Yeah.
Whatever one working, that's the one I'm gonna work on more. If that's working, because I want to have different avenues. They say plan A, B, C, D. I got all the way to Z.
Yeah.
I got a plan. If that shit don't work, I bet. Well, let me figure something else out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, now, and I was gonna do the no limit more of the music shit, but since we on tattooing, we're gonna ask how did Black Ink come about, and then we'll go back to music.
Man, Black Ink came about honestly. My little brother, right? So he had came in town, and I had taught him how to tattoo before, so he was tagging. So I was moving around with other stuff. So I'm like, look, you can have my shop and start promoting. So he started hashtagging and promoting like Black New Orleans tattoo artists and such and such. So somebody reached out to him with like casting. So somebody reached out to him and he was just like, well, look, I think you should talk to my brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how that came about. Like my little brother, like from a hashtag, wow. He like, man, I think you should talk to my brother, right? Mm-hmm. So I shot it with him. I told him who I was and whatever. And they wouldn't look me up. And he hit me back like, yeah, you who we looking for? Like we been hearing your name and such and such, such and such. So I'm like, well, man, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I really got on that, man. It was like just out of the blue type thing, man. It just happened. It's a blessing.
Did you like Caesar?
Yeah, Caesar cool, man. I ain't never had a problem with none of them.
Yeah, you just seemed real out of it. Like, and I didn't even hear you talking much on the damn show.
Yeah, man, because man, look, I gotta observe. You know what I'm saying? I'm new to that. I'm not a big talkative person like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I had to get comfortable interviews and this shit. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To learn this shit. But like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? When I first get in, unless I feel a good vibe, like I felt good vibe from the get go. If I feel something, I just stay back. And they don't even gotta be them. They could be crew members, they could be directors, and it's like, well, if I see something I don't like, I'm gonna just kind of sit back and just observe.
Yeah,
so that's all I did on that. So I just observed. But that's just me regularly. If I go somewhere, I'm gonna be the same way.
Yeah,
I need to get to know.
You had whole scenes. I was like, this nigga ain't say nothing.
I know, I'm like, man, you know that, man, reality crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, they could take.
Bro, it was a whole fight going on at one point. Your ass was just.
I was hot. I couldn't be around the police, man. I couldn't be around that. That don't have nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
So people ask me, oh, why you didn't jump in? First of all, I don't know. That don't got nothing to do with me.
You was chilling.
This man came with somebody. He ain't jumping. Everybody at this party from New Orleans. What the fuck I need to jump in for? I ain't got nothing to do with this shit y'all meant.
That's what it looked like, bro. I was like, this nigga ain't.
You know what you're doing? Like, I shout out her, that's my dude. Like, but I ain't had nothing to do with that shit. Like, me and, like, I just met him.
Yeah.
So it's like, how can I just, you from New Orleans?
Yeah.
People kill each other every day.
Let's go and get down here.
Fuck. So it's like,
all right.
I don't got nothing to do with this. I throw myself in the mix behind.
You ain't about to die with me, nigga.
My brother, you know, I was, man, once I saw them people, I'm like, nah, I gotta clean myself. Cause I I stayed on my tippy toe when I was on the show. Yeah.
What was your at least favorite moment of the show? Maybe something behind the scenes
show.
Nobody got to see.
Man, honestly, it was an experience, bro. Like something I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? I went from movies to reality. Reality is like, I don't know. I don't honestly feel I never do reality again. Yeah. I don't feel comfortable with reality. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm too low key. Yeah. They're too observant. Yeah. I feel like they're fed. Like, you gotta keep wiring me. Yeah. Like, why you gotta keep looking at me on camera? I ain't even see you take that shot. Like, I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro, they used to like I had to fly to New York, and I'm like, because on my different contract, they're like they can have cameras in your house that you know and don't know about. Wow. So now I go in the fucking hotel, I turn off all the lights, and I'm looking. If I see any blinking lights in certain spots, I'm taking. Then I just go book me over myself. I'm like, I don't even feel comfortable in this motherfucker. Yeah. So it just made me feel like this. I'm like, nah, I don't even want to work with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with all the artists. All everybody who was on the show. Like, we ain't never had it wasn't never, I didn't want to be on the show because of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was all cool. Like, I pull up in New York today, I get any one of them up, man. They'll pull up on me, give me whatever I need, vice versa. When they came to the city, I took care of them. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, that just, the reality don't fit me.
No, I can see that, bro. Yeah, I can see that.
That shit don't fit me.
I got the vibes just by, like I said, I don't watch the show. Right. I just started watching it last night for my research, and I was like, this nigga don't look like he wanted me.
I didn't watch it. Yeah. I didn't watch it. Like, I honestly, bro, I was like, because being like, you know, in the urban tattoo world, I felt like they was playing us. Like, you just showing fighting and shit like that, because they got good artists over there. Yeah. But they not showcasing that. And I saw it because when I did some shit, they ain't showcasing. It's like, you just want to see. That's why I was quiet. Yeah. It's like, you looking for me to do some drama shit. You looking at me to fuss. You trying to throw somebody at. They was trying to throw slick shit, but I'm up. I already see it. I saw you before you did it. So I ain't gonna do. I don't do the hoorah. Yeah. I'm gonna meet you. I'm gonna sweep and see if once you get by yourself, and I'm follow you. Yeah. And we're gonna talk 1-on-1. Yeah. So whatever it's gonna be right here by us. We ain't got nobody around us. I ain't flexing on you. Nothing. We meant. So anytime, you know, I'm gonna pull you to the side, bro, and like. You know, I had a project. This maybe was like not that long ago, right? I went out, and this just me. I just know how far I grew, right? So I'm at this little spot with my cousin, this little bar or whatever, and I'm in that shoulder strap, everything, right? So they had this guy, man. We were just talking. I was just talking to everybody. I'm like, man, what's up? How you doing? And he just gave me a look. I don't know if he was drunk, so I just kind of pulled to the side. I'm like, man, where you from? He was from Cali. When you ask a motherfucker from Cali where you from, they feel like they checking you. So I'm like, no, bro. Like, so he stopped, like, look. And then I'm like, nah, let me pull you to the side, man. Like, I could have just been like, what's up? I'm strapped right now. We could have do it right now. But you ain't make me feel no way. If I made you feel a certain type of way, my bad. Because now let me explain to you. So we both, before we separate from each other, I need to make sure that you understood what I said. Now, if I said it that way, and I'm like, oh yeah, I did say it. That's what I meant. But if you took it that way, and I'm like, nah, that's not like that. So any other dude in my young age, like, fuck it, I'll probably hit you in this club. But I'm like, man, me grown now, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I pulled him to the side. I said, man, just come talk to me. By ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, if I told you something disrespect what I told you, he said, yeah, you asked me where I'm from. And that's how I said. Now I really need to know where you from. But niggas just gonna say where they from. Well, I'm from Kenner, I'm from New Orleans, I'm from this part. They gonna say where they from. Because we speak to people, we talk. Even if we don't like the motherfuckers, we gonna acknowledge the motherfuckers some type of way. We gonna nod. We gonna do something. We gonna speak. You know what I'm saying? I knew killers. They'll walk up to a crowd and be polite. Y'all watch out. And hit them who they want. That's the old days though. These motherfuckers is just shooting.
Nah, that's a fact. That's 100% fact. All right, and talk to us more about some of your acting, like some of the movies you played in, series, just different shit like that.
Well, like I said, I started off with Tremaine, just like 2011. My breakthrough, you know what I'm saying? And this kind of happened, like I always wanted to act as a kid. I used to write scripts, play it out with my little brothers and shit like that in the neighborhood to see if people really thought we was, you know what I'm saying, if it was real or not. Yeah. So I always been intrigued with it, but I ain't never know how to get into it. So this years later, man, I'm maybe like 25 or something when I started, right? So I was working for ACEB when BP ACEB happened. So I was out there and things didn't work out, so I came back. But in the midst of that, I was signed to this label in New Orleans, Banging Records. Shout out Don D, you know, saying the whole Banging Records. And I was signed to them, and his dad was in it, Dave Bartholomew. He passed, rest in peace, Dave.
Rest in peace, Dave.
And he you know, he was in the show. So the character came up like, we need a rapper. So everybody on the label auditioned for this part. You know what I'm saying? And like around that time, I was like, my patience wasn't like what it was.
Yeah.
So shit not going right, I just like, I'll lose it. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna fall into the system.
Yeah. But
during that time, I guess I grew more. I grew at that time because I had a daughter at that time from without my daughter. I grew a lot when I had my first one. So I'm like, man, I'm just like, nah, I won't do it. But I'm reading the lines. I learned the lines. I learned the script. But I'm telling them, fuck it, I ain't doing that shit. They came to my house the day of the audition, bamming on my door. They're like, we ain't leaving till you get in the car. You ain't got to drive. We just gonna bring you. I'm like, all right, fuck it, come on. I went, boom. I auditioned. Then they had us rap. Boom. And 2 days later, I get a call from David Simon. It's the writer for The Wire.
Oh, shit.
So he hit me up like, you know,
Fire.
He hit me, you got the part. We went and had a meeting with him. I went and had a meeting with HBO and him. So we came up with my name. They like, we don't want to use your name if the shit don't go right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We tarnished you, woo, woo, woo. So we just came up with the name. So happenly, the character was from out the Calio Project. I'm out the Calio Project. So I'm like, this is ironic. You know what I'm saying? That shit
was already written out the Calio.
Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how we came up with, we're going to call it Calio. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? My character wasn't supposed to last that long. The viewers started fucking with me.
Wow.
Because I was only supposed to have like a few scenes. And then that shit turned from that to I did 26 scenes. Wow. No, 21 scenes, 6 episodes. Yeah. So, you know, I still get my little residuals off there, you know what I'm saying? So that was the first thing that SAG affiliated. He got me in the gate. So I'm like, all right, I can do this now. Yeah. And then boom, Spike Lee, he hit me up personally. I want you to finish film.
Shine on, nigga. What? You running out?
I bet. Come on. You know what I'm saying? I did Old Boy with him. And I did True Detective. I auditioned for Park.
Which season of True Detective you on? I love True Detective.
I think second one. I'm not sure, man. You know, that was so long.
I'm gonna go look it up. We'll find it out.
It was like one of the longest scenes, man. Like, but like, you know what I'm saying? I got a good cameo in that because I auditioned for a part of it and I didn't get that part. So they were like, look, we don't want to lose you because I just didn't fit the character. Like, I didn't fit the characteristics of whatever I needed to be. So they were like, look, we don't want to lose you. We like how you read. We like how you do it. We're going to write you into it. Yeah. So they wrote me into the scene like, you know what I'm saying? They paid me regular, like everything. But they wrote me into it, man. Just, and like, from that, I did a Girl Like Grace. That's actually started being promoted right now on Netflix. That's out with Megan Good and Romeo. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then from that, man, that's when I got signed. Yeah. So I went from that, then I went, you know what I'm saying? I went, shout out Pete.
Yeah, let's go into it. Let's talk to No Limit situation, just like while you was in it and shit like that. Like, how'd that come about? How was it while you was on the label?
Well, how it came about, honestly, it came like somebody contacted me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pete trying to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I was going through so much crazy shit. Like, everything happened for a reason. The timing is everything. Because, like, before that, like, they tried to reach out to me. But I wasn't like, I wasn't on it right now. Like, I wasn't in that place to really do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, relationships and shit like that. Permission and like, man, look, I can't really do it like I want to. So, you know, it came back around. Well, you know, a lot of things going on in my life and shit like that. And one day, bro, the day I got the call, like, I was going through all type of crazy shit. And the day I got the call, like, that morning, like, I was by my grandma. That's how bad it got. Mm-hmm. I just built a house and all this shit. Went to jail. I lost all type of shit. So my grandma just see me. She like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, nah, I'm good. But she see my face. Like, my grandma, she know me. She said, you know who you are? I'm like, yeah, I know. She's like, do you know who you are? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I bet I don't want to see you look like that no more. And from that day, I just like, you know what? And then shit started clicking. My first baby mom, we had so much crazy baby drama, 8 years of it. That day, that same day, she called me, man, my bad, you come get your daughter. I ain't probably seen my daughter maybe a year. Wow. Same day, right? So everything just kind of just like, in my heart, I let a lot of shit go. Yeah. Like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm moving on. I ain't holding on to nothing. Yeah. Whatever it is, I'm gone, right? And then boom. And at the end of that day, everybody was calling, but I ain't answering nobody calls. Jugget was calling me. Shout out Jugget. a couple of my other opponents was calling me. So, and one of my big dogs called me. He was right around the corner from my tattoo shop in Gentillo, St. Bernard. So I ran it over there. But by the time I got over there, my big dog out the Cali, Vault, shout out Vault, he called me.
Cali Vault.
So I, you know what I'm saying? He like, he trying to holler at you. I'm like, I bet. I'm gonna click you over right now. So I clicked him. Me and Pete probably talk like 5 minutes. Like, man, I'm fucking with you. I won't bring you out here. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk. We're gonna talk. I'm like, I bet. And me and my homie shot it. We talked for a little bit. I told him what's going on. Boom. And then Jay Tweezy called me. Me and Jay Tweezy stayed on the line for a long time. That was the first person I actually talked to when I dealt with No Limit. Like that was my foundation, Tweezy. So you know what I'm saying? He shot it with me, man. Like, man, he fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Just get it popping. I'm like, I bet. So then I talked to Pete. I talked to Pete later that night, right? Maybe like 10 minutes or something. So he like, man, what you thinking? I said, man, look, at this point, man, I ain't got nothing to lose. Fuck, I could leave tomorrow. And I left to the next day and was out there for 4 years.
Wow.
I left everything.
Wow.
I left everything, bro. I was fighting the charge. I was coming back, fighting this charge and doing all this. I'm like, man. But I'm like, bro, I'm gone. Like, I ain't got nothing to lose. Yeah. Like, fuck it. I lost damn everything else, so I'm gone. And you know what I'm saying? And we made history. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I got there, the first song I actually did was Bout It remix. Mm-hmm. That's why if anybody said my verse long, because it was my song. Yeah. And I came to P, I said, man, get on this with me. And then he made it out of something. He like, fuck it, we gonna remake the whole thing. We're gonna do the video, and we got Calio Popeye, shout out Pie, and we got Ball on it. So we made it a whole Calio thing. So it's like, man, you know, I was able to be a part of the remix.
Yeah, hey, YouTube comments are assholes.
Oh, yeah,
I was on there watching the videos last night. They won't let Master P live.
Oh, yeah, man.
Them niggas, I said, yo, could y'all be any more mean? Like, yo, if you go read them fucking comments, they like, nigga, what you, they so disrespectful. I don't think these kids I don't even know if they know who my nigga is.
Right.
Like,
They don't.
Bro, a lot of people don't.
Yeah, they don't.
I'm in Cali, bro, at the time.
Like, when people give me, like, what was your fans say? Because I feel like they was like, hey, like, I don't even call it. They was just like, I ain't fucking with them.
Right. Well, I don't know, my age, like, my fan base, my age bracket, like, from fucking 11 to 45.
Yeah.
So the old No Limit soldiers, they come
they
like,
rocking.
We fucking with you, youngster. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? The young, they just kind of growing like, oh, who this dude is? Yeah. But like, I go later, I fuck with No Limit, Master P, like, who? They young as fuck. I'm like, Romeo daddy. They're like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because by the time they saw P, by the time they saw P, you know, P was on Disney and P was doing, he was on his boss shit. He was eating.
I was really doing my research last night. I said, Jesus Christ. And I'm a nigga who just be sitting back laughing and stuff. But I said, how can niggas really type this shit? Like, y'all wouldn't say it's about Jay-Z. Man. It's crazy.
Facts.
Facts. Motherfucker been saying, I get so much online shit, right? At this point now, like, I can honestly, I don't get no bad comments. I went through it for years, right? But that's like, you ain't gonna get to me.
Man, I remember when you first popped off. I went to Mac Main when niggas really started hearing about you, and niggas would just click out about you saying nigga because they didn't know if you was black or not. And niggas would be like, son, he from the 3, but I don't know if he black, these niggas. And they showing the video of you and like you saying nigga all through that. But I'm like, damn, yeah, facts.
Wait, is this on Worldstar or something?
Man,
it's real life.
I still get that shit. I got shit, man. Like, bro, I'm a nigga. I might look this way. Yeah. My last name Jackson.
As nigga as it gets.
My whole family black, Creole.
Yeah,
my
right.
whole surroundings, my whole everything. Like, this ain't some shit I'm pretending. Yeah. And they start figuring out, nah, he ain't pretending. That's this nigga. That's him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you was raised by your whole black family.
Yeah, I never met nobody on no other side. You know what I'm saying? And I went from hood to hood to hood, right. Public school, public housing, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So this me. This my surround. This everybody around me, my family. Yeah. When they see me, I just look different. It's like, yeah. All right. Now more into your No Limit situation. So how did it unfold as far as like signing? Like, what is the did you have to do a specific number of albums? Was it a single deal? We did a partnership. We did a 50-50 partnership deal. On just like everything? Yeah. Like whatever, you know what I'm saying, he helped me with it. You know what I'm saying? He get his cut of what he invested, and then we split the other part down the partnership. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and I understand what it was. It wasn't no upfront money. It wasn't none of that. Yeah. Like, look, I believe in you. You believe in you. Let's see what we can make happen. Gotcha. It never wasn't like we
don't the name behind the brand.
Yeah. So he stamped me. So you know what I'm saying? So once he stamped me, then people really, you know what I'm saying, went back and like, oh, all right. Oh, it is true. But that is him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with a lot of different other shit. So it's like he grew up with my uncle. Like my family and his family tied.
Oh, Big Boy Records.
No.
Oh, that's
no. That's my cousin number. Like my uncles and stuff, like they grew up with Pete. It wasn't he's on a Chronicles like Tuesday Crew, what they talk about.
Oh, okay,
that's my uncle now. You know what I'm saying? So that's all my family. Like that's who I grew up under. Tuesday Crew. That's all that was my role models. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but
and then what so how did you're off No Limit now, right?
Yeah.
So how did you and you're back independent totally?
Yeah.
So how did you end up getting out? Like, did you fulfill it there, or it was something you was
you know, it's just a mutual agreement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was like it wasn't no bad blood. It wasn't like, oh, you can't get off. Or it's like, oh man, I don't want to be on your label. It's like, look, you got your thing going on. You know what I'm saying? You can't really pay attention to what I got going on right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just go do my thing. And you know what I'm saying? He wished me the best. Gotcha. Boom, we went from there. We still affiliated. I wasn't on the label when I was on. I got the hookup. Yeah, that's just mutual relationship on the Chronicles. I wasn't with the label, but I'm affiliated. Like I'm a part of I'm part of No Limit. You know what I'm saying? That whole history of I was the last generation, I guess. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just honored, bro. Like I always wanted to be signed to No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Like since I was a kid, like I said, my family and his family knew each other. I watched my uncle when they had what video was that in the project? That was with the big ass hummers in.
The make him say, That's the make him say,
Hootie hoo.
Hootie hoo. Yeah, hootie hoo.
18 years old. I remember
right.
I had no outfit. And I remember seeing the big ass hummers and all this shit. I'm like, damn.
That's crazy.
He out the project.
And you signed it. So to you, that was literally like that's dream fulfilled.
Yeah, and then you friends and you know my history. I never knew from my uncle. You can tell me stories I never knew of. You know what I'm saying? Because that's another part I'm closer to. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what made us close. Like I know you. It wasn't like just some music shit. Like he found me off music, and then he went called and asked about who I was. Yeah. Like who this agent do it? Then
that's don't run too far.
Yeah. Nephew. Woo.
Oh, you from the same project?
Yeah. So it's like, and then it's my friend. It's one of my good friends' nephew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then he reached out. You know what I'm saying? He reached out to me. Yeah. We went from that, man. Me and P got a mixtape together. We did a bunch of music. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of music, bro. And I experienced a lot of shit. I done performed in crazy amount of peoples and been places I never would have been. Hong Kong. Yeah.
Shine moment.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out P, man. You know what I'm saying? You talking one thing, man.
Open that door up.
Be a boss. That's what he said. When he told me I'm building bosses, so I want you to go and start your own shit. It's never like you my artist and this is what we going like. We 50-50, you my partner, and I want to make you out of a boss.
Yeah, Sean, man, that's real shit. Niggas ain't teaching that type of game, man. That's a fact. Yeah. And no matter what happened, you got to look at you now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, shit.
The shit is coming just how it's supposed to go. But I mean, musically, bro. And I thank you for like spelling that all out for us. Like you say, you ain't comfortable in interviews, but you have a good way of articulating yourself and like elaborating your points and shit. But musically, what would you say you got coming next for you? Like any specific songs or projects we can look for?
Right now, man, I'm working on ACEB Diamonds. So I got ACEB Hearts out, I got ACEB Spades out, and I put out ACEB Clubs maybe like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? And it's all I did it in that. I've been thinking of this way since I'm like 17 or something. I want to put this out, and it's in the position. Like when I got signed, I could have put it out in mixtape before I got signed, but I wanted people to hear it.
What's the significance of the ACE?
The ACE?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. But no, does that
the suits, man? You know what I'm saying? ACEB Hearts, ACEB.
You got your name from the club, from the.
No, I got my name. My name was originally Ace Boogie. I got my name from Paid in Full. I like right? Yeah. So it was Ace Boogie, and then it had Ace Boogies. So then it short to Ace B. You know what I'm saying? And then Ace B 47 came about. Me and my homie, we was on a label together, and he started calling himself Ruger Rock. I'm like, you Ruger Rock, I'm Ace B 47, and then it kind of just stuck. And then once I got with No Limit, and I just kept putting out, and then people start remembering. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how that came about, honestly.
Right, so Ace of Diamonds, you said, right?
Yeah. So Ace of Diamonds is what I'm working on right now.
And when is that coming?
I ain't putting no date on. I ain't rushing it, man.
When did the last one drop?
Last year, man. Last year. It's on iTunes and stuff, man. I put like 8 songs. I ain't want to put no crazy amount of songs.
Yeah, that's damn near like the going rate nowadays.
Yeah. Like my first, I got maybe 16, 20 songs and shit. I was just in the studio, man. I'm in the studio. This is what I'm here for.
Yeah.
So I'm out of work.
All right, actually, that's actually the last question I want to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Moving to the West and doing shit like that, like, how do you plan to get yourself out there in these markets, or let's say LA, just somewhere different? You know what I mean? Or do you feel like it already is there, like from the acting, or like how do you feel like you gotta
chase it? Like honestly, you gotta network, just like I'm doing now. Pull up. I'm pulling up now. Network. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll see what's real, what's fake. But you gotta give it a chance. You gotta see, because you can pass up opportunity. Yeah. So it's like I take every opportunity. If it's good, bad, I'll find out, and then I'll know what not to do again. You'll never know what to do. But as long as I could knock out, okay, I don't do that shit no more, don't do that shit no more. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna get closer to, okay, I got it now. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? You just gotta be determined. Determined, like, this shit ain't easy. It's gonna get harder. You know what I'm saying? The bigger you get, the more popular you get, it's gonna get harder. Now you got people just watching you. Pressure. You know what I'm saying? And then this day and age, they gotta pull out a phone. And I'm still regular. So I be forgetting that I did all this shit because I look forward so much. I be forgetting all the shit that I did.
I seen a nigga filming you in the mall on YouTube.
Yeah, man, that shit crazy, bro. But you know what I'm saying? It's been a journey, bro. It's been fun, man. I learned a lot of shit from it, man. I'm teaching my youngsters and people that's just around me that's trying to be in. So I tell them, bro, like, they be like, man, you fuck with sign me. I can't sign you. I'm trying to figure this shit out myself.
Sign me.
Like, all you gotta do is work, bro. It's not gonna be no neon sign come flashing lights. Say, here's your turn right here. Come over here. You gotta work. And dog, all my biggest blessings happened when I was at the worst part of my life.
Moment.
Nothing. And that's facts. Like, from acting, I started out the worst part of my life. I was fucked up in the head. Shit was going wrong. I'm broke. I lost my cars fucking up. All this going on, and then I was like, man, I ain't gonna click out. Something about to happen. And then boom, it happened. And then with the another situation happened with some other shit, either another role or something. I'll see it like, damn, it happened again. Yeah. Then with the Peach, No Limit, it happened. Then with the Black Ink, it happened. Then all these movie roles, these movies that I got out right now, all it happened at crazy times in my life. Yeah, God got you, man. Every time, bro. That's when I stopped stressing. God had me. I said, man, you know what? I'm not even about to stress with this shit. It's gonna work itself out. And it always did. Once I figured that out, then shit just started going smooth. It don't stress me out. Like, man, that shit supposed to happen, right? Mm-hmm. Why that happened? If something happened, I look back and I like, oh, this shit. I sit back and analyze. I step outside the situation. Not that it make it personal. Now I need to see what was the message in it. And then once I start really reading throughout that and got out my emotions and just got out my personal shit and just start looking at it just logical, then everything just kind of opened up for me. And it's like, and I try to preach that to my people, like, bro, like, I promise, you just keep working. I've been damn near homeless doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knew. Because I could have $1 million, I could have $1. You'll never know the difference. I'm still be the same person. I'm still act the same way. I'm walking around. I'm gonna give you me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I done walked in the room with $1 million. I'm confident in who I am. Yeah. You know
that's the value right there, bro.
Know your work. That's it. And you know what I'm saying? Once I did that, I was turning crazy deals down. I'm not doing that shit. Yeah. Oh, you handed me a bad contract? We're not even working on it no more because you gave it to me. You would have fucked me over if I'd have let you do it. Mm-hmm. So now we can't even revisit this shit. I don't even want to deal with you because you try to fuck over me. And they be like, because when I get around, I can be all cool and collect, and I'm gonna just listen. Once you try to play, all right, now I'm gonna give you L. Ace, gone. Just entertainment, gone. I'm gonna give you ain't gonna play, man. I don't play no lawyers. I'm pulling up on you, knock on your door, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna go from there. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. You just gotta be 100, you're gonna get 100 back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Capo, you got any more questions?
It took you leaving New Orleans to get this mind state? Because that's what it took for me, honestly.
Yeah.
It took you leaving,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, it took me. But no, well, honestly, I said that when I got into this mindset, I started talking to a certain type of girl, right? White, silver spoon, like, so I'm around certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm around her people, and I'm around certain people. So it's like now I'm learning to adapt and see to make them not fear me or feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Because once they don't fear you or feel uncomfortable, they're just they the best fucking friend.
About to plug you in, yeah.
They don't want you to be mad at them. So it's like I try to like. That's why I had to learn how to just open up. If I see somebody's watching, I just start talking to them. Yeah. How you doing, man? Woo, woo, woo. Just to kind of see where they head at. Mm-hmm. Anytime, I always just talk. If I see somebody, because I'm stuck in the middle of being a street dude and being an entertainer. Right. So I got these people watching me. I got all this fucking jewelry on me. I don't know if you recognize me for some old shit. I don't know what it is. TV. So if you watching me, and then the worst shit is you look at somebody else, and then both of y'all look at me. I'm walking up on both of y'all. Yeah. Right. You know me,
what's
bro?
up?
Like, how you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come at you. I ain't gonna come at you on no crazy shit. I'm like, how you doing, man? Yeah. I saw you watching. Woo, woo, woo. Then I'm gonna see how you act. Your emotions gonna tell me if you don't like me. It's gonna go right there. That's why I say I approach it right there. Like I need to know. Cause I don't let my mind dwell. Don't let me think about what I think you think about. So now I'm gonna leave this bitch.
Yeah.
And then
click the fuck out.
You know what I'm saying? I keep forgetting that. I'm a public figure. Don't run up on me, say something, man. Just say what's up, Ace, or something, man. Don't just watch me, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'm a street dude. I'm still in the street, so it's like New Orleans crazy. Rappers die all day.
Man, what?
This nigga told me something.
Yeah, that's why I had to ask you, because you got a lot of young people that watch you, and I try to stress to my niggas that's 19, 18 that they gotta move. I hate to make New Orleans sound so bad all the time, but like my partner, he just got shot for the third time, and they still pulling bullets out of him. So I try to tell them they gotta move, and I think them hearing it from you. Right. I'm really doing this for my people, so they can see like it's best to get out. So
it's good to leave, bro. But I always go home, bro. But
check in.
It's honestly your surroundings. It's what you put yourself around. I'm in New Orleans. I've been back home like 2.5 years. Don't even know I'm home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It's how I move. Like if you in that, like I don't gotta be. Why don't I just go chill in the project? Like for what? I'm trying to go do something. I'm trying to better the show. You ain't gotta just chill in the fucking project. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say it's wicked, but it's where you put yourself at. Thanks. At the end of the day, like motherfucker get shot around us all the time because we ain't around there. You know what I'm saying? Certain clubs, like man, I'm going chill. I ain't gotta worry about that shit. I'm gotta look like that's why I don't really do strip club. Yeah. When I walk in there, like, oh, he's coming. I ain't throwing no motherfucking money. Yeah. Now everybody looking at me. Now they like, I don't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't put myself in those environments. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how I'm gonna react. So I tell a lot of people can't leave. You see? So you gotta, bro. You gotta. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, people told me from who I was when I was a kid and did all that shit. I had a cousin, man, you changed. Nah, I ain't changed, bro. I grew the fuck up. Now I got a cousin that watched me when I was doing fucked up shit. Yeah. Shootouts and shit like this. So he watching me. Now, by the time he started growing up, I was already gone. So he was growing up by himself. Now he like, my big cousin was on this. Because I'm his role model. Like my uncle was my role model. So I'm like, fuck. He just caught 60 years. You know what I'm saying? Like he texting me right now. I be texting me. I'm trying I still telling him real, keep your head up, man. You gotta just fight this shit. 60 years.
Watching the shit that y'all was
watching the shit that we was doing. So I'm like, damn, dog. Like, I wish I could have pulled you. And then, you know what I'm saying? He kept going to jail because he was around the wrong fucking people. Because he loyal. So he been loyal to the wrong people. And, you know what I'm saying? At that time, I wasn't close. I got a lot of cousins. I talk to them all day. I get more jail calls than anything. You know what I'm saying? I send them shit. Like, I'm going to keep you updated, but I need y'all out here. All this shit, all my successes, like, I really never took it in because I don't have nobody to really celebrate it with. Gotcha. My brother dead. My uncle's dead. My other cousins in jail. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't really got nobody to celebrate this shit with. So it's like, fuck, I'm just working. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I make sure my family taken care of, but like, really, I never take this shit in, honestly. Still, really took it in, like, boy, you done did some shit.
Well, you're gonna have to find some time.
Yeah.
For damn,
Oh, man,
I say black men ain't getting their mental health checked.
Yeah, right. We need to go talk to somebody, man.
Yeah, that shit sound wild. Really. Rest in peace to all that.
Yeah.
All that, man. That's it, bro.
When I was signed to No Limit, right? I was in LA, so I'm getting calls. Boom, boom, boom. Bro, I love people like, and I'm talking about people I really know, not like, oh, I knew that boy, I met that boy. Like, I knew this is my partner. 14 people in that time span that I was out there that got killed. So it's like I'm losing more people. It's like, damn. And then my rap homies, they getting killed. So I'm like, fuck. Like,
shit crazy.
Do I want to do this shit? Do I want it now? Am I putting myself in the environment? Like this would this rap shit come with?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to be no animosity. I go there like, man, we better than them.
And you just lay back cooling.
Yeah. But I ain't granted, bro, like real shit, bro. I ain't never had those problems, bro. I ain't never had nobody run up on me on the Christian. Because I don't put out bad energy. I don't put out fuck y'all and woo woo woo. I don't put out, I talk my shit, but I'm talking about it's facts. But I'm not putting it against you. Like, you know what I'm saying? People meet me, I talk to everybody. I don't care what set you claim, what color you bang. I don't give a fuck. We can talk, we human, and we can make some money. We want to make some money. We're gonna make some money together. But all that other bullshit, I don't got time for it.
That's it out.
Because I'm with all the smoke. But I got too much shit to lose.
Yeah,
like, man, I ain't about to put myself in that shit. That's why I go shooting a lot.
And you already out of there. Yeah.
I go shoot. Yeah, that's my stress.
Take it to the boxes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was doing that. They told me if I registered my hand, I used to like fight. Register my hand, I couldn't get guns. I'm like,
no, you ain't gotta do it.
Well, that's what I heard. I heard now. So now,
but we ain't no real boxer. You gotta be a real boxer.
Now I want to do UFC, man. I was fucking with it in Houston, but now I was like, man, fuck it.
Nah, yeah, we'll be straight. But man, get some shout outs, man. We're gonna get out of this. We'll get some.
Man, I want to shout out everybody that fuck with me. You know, you fuck with me, I fuck with you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm in AZ, I'm tapping in. You know what I'm saying, with some real ones.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it going, man. We're gonna keep this shit going. We're gonna survive this pandemic, man. You know, y'all need to figure this shit. Whatever y'all doing in the midst of high nuts, hurry up, fuck, cause we need to get the world back open. I got shit to do, man. I got movies to shoot. I got things to do.
Straight up, straight like that.
Yeah, the world crazy right now, man.
Man, we're gonna get this thing back jumping. And once again, man, this is a wonderful fucking podcast. This is one of them episodes. I'm about to watch back and listen back in the car. I always let them inform them ones. But it's Podcast Radio, man. We up out
it is,
man. Big time shot moment. Shout out to Out of Town Capo. Check out that chalk out. We gone.